You know, when we had Cassidy up here, he said some dope. He was talking about when people didn't have certain things in their life, they
Man,
deliver
we
it
talking
well.
about Cassidy?
Yeah, nah, because real.
Hear him out. Hear my dog out.
Hear what I'm saying, though.
We can't talk about Cassidy. We talk about our little brother.
Nah, but hear what I'm saying,
No,
though.
no.
Did you have...
I love Cassidy.
Yeah, nah, did you have somebody like you are in your corner coming up?
Nah. Y'all gotta record that I love Cassidy.
We do, yeah,
It's
we
on
got that.
I love him to death.
What I'm asking you is, did you have somebody in your corner the way you are in his corner?
Yeah. I was just an idiot. Legit. Damn.
Recently, former prize fighter Adrien Broner gave an interview. During said interview with the Danza Project, Broner, 33, was clearly not in the correct headspace.
Yeah, I talk to Al Heyman every day. Can play. Yeah, it's a billion dollar. Can play. Yeah, I talk to every day. And I'm drunk. I'm sorry. I talk to every day.
Danza himself would speak on it.
If you watch the entire interview, which is obviously offline, you can see that we tried our best to avoid everything like that. And you could see where we're trying to stop certain parts, and it was tough. So I know there's a lot of people that have their opinions about me, so I did want to come up here and speak. You know, myself, Chris, that's not our intentions at all. The entire Danza Project team, you know, we spoke about it. We spoke to their team about it, and that video is now down. But, you know, the result of the internet, with all the internet trolls and everything going crazy with these clips, and you know, that's just what ends up happening.
Broner was once considered the next Floyd Mayweather some time ago. Those days, sadly, are long gone. He burst on the scene, defeating Antonio DeMarco in 2012, winning a lightweight title. His beef with Paulie Malignaggi was headline-worthy. Two braggadocious men arguing in the public forum over a woman the two had relations with. Broner even called her during a press conference.
Jessica?
Adrien proved he was a showman. Love him or hate him, he could sell his fights, and the public ate it up. However, outside the ring, trouble brewed. A video surfaced of him at a strip club performing a sexual act on one of the dancers in 2013 as the cameras caught it all. He would also shove another stripper. He was also sued around the same time for a sex tape by the woman in the video. He was accused of breach of contract, breach of an implied covenant of good faith and fair dealing in contract, breach of good faith and fair dealing in tort, negligence, public disclosure of private facts, appropriation/right to privacy, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and negligent infliction of emotional distress. Earlier on in life, the star served 14 months' time, but also saw arrests for traffic violations, menacing, robbery, possessing a concealed weapon, assault, and DV. The charges were dismissed or the cases ended in acquittal every time, excluding the mysterious conviction that led to incarceration, wrote The Independent. He was also charged but not convicted of stealing a purse in 2010. Then there was the video showing Broner counting money and subsequently flushing it down a toilet. This is a federal offense in the United States of America. In 2016, a lawsuit was brought forth alleging Broner knocked a man unconscious and robbed him at a Cincinnati bowling alley prior to his fight about 2 weeks later. There were reports of a firearm as well. Promoter Leonard Ellerby, who put on Broner fights, advised him to get an attorney at the time. The losses started piling up inside the ring as well. In 2013, he took on the hard-hitting Marcos Maidana. He would be sent down for the first time in his career in round 2. It was a fight of the year candidate where Broner showed heart and a solid chin, but it simply was not enough. Then came more losses. One coming to Sean Porter at a catchweight, proving AB simply could not keep up with good, solid, sturdy pressure fighters. Later, he would take on and lose to Mikey Garcia and the great Manny Pacquiao. Broner would be open of his struggles with addiction. World Boxing News would print the other vices and issues from the man himself, including bankruptcy, toxic relationships, alcohol abuse, sexual temptation, gambling, baby mama drama, drug dealing temptation, verbal abuse, weight gain, the coronavirus, self-depression, mental health, frenemies, court cases, housing situation, poor money management, porn addiction, club addiction, self-notification, pancreatitis that resulted in the removal of my gallbladder, he wrote. Along the way, he posted a homophobic rant on social media where he threatened to shoot gay people when he was accused of DMing Andrew Caldwell, aka the I Am Delivered guy. In an interview with The Zone, he would admit alcohol did take a hold of him and it held its grasp on him. In 2021, a judge jailed him in Cleveland for violating his probation after he refused to enroll in an alcohol treatment program, which he was ordered to take up following his assault on a woman in a nightclub. There were stories this year of Broner righting wrongs. The Mirror would quote AB saying, "I'm in a good place. I look myself in the mirror and tell myself, let's get at it." So that's what I've been on. Once you get into the routine and your body gets used to working out intensely every day. I've been doing this since I was 6. This is definitely the second half of my career, and I'm going to make sure we do it right. Clearly, with the most recent interview, there was regression. Champion Errol Spence, set to take on Terrence Bud Crawford, would tweet, "Whoever was with Adrien and let him do that interview like that, lame as blank." When someone replied to Spence, "I agree, but Broner's a grown man. Why not hold him more accountable?" Errol replied, "He's an addict." There were rumors swirling on Reddit that the host paid for interviews, and thus Broner showed up for a payday. SI's Chris Mannix will weigh in. Adrien Broner is surrounded by people who aren't looking out for Adrien Broner. And lastly, promoter Lou DiBello would say, every one of our personal failings are our own fault. Still, Broner has struggled by his own admission. The man is battling demons that are real. No one was making news here. What end did this sad, embarrassing podcast serve? Let's be better blanking people. We really, really hope Adrien gets the help he needs and turns this ship around.